Answer the following questions using the story Thank You Ma'am on page 68 of your literature book. What can the reader infer about the home life of the young boy Roger? A. He lives in a wealthy home and steals things for fun. B. His parents are loving and take good care of him. C. His parents aren't home much and he is neglected. Number 2, which piece of evidence supports your answer to number 1? A. Here I am trying to get home to cook me a bite to eat and you snatch my pocketbook? Maybe you ain't been to your supper either, late as it be. Have you? There's nobody home at my house, said the boy. B. When she got to her door, she dragged the boy inside, down a hall, and into a large kitchenette, furnished room at the rear of the house. C. He did not trust the woman not to trust him, and he did not want to be mistrusted now. Number 3, the boy could hear certain other rumors, laughing and talking in the large house. Determine the meaning of the word rumors as used in the sentence above. A. Space in the home. B. Roommates. C. Lies told about someone. Number 4, in the text it states, but the boy took care to sit on the far side of the room where he thought she could easily see him out of the corner of her eye if she wanted to. Based on this sentence, the reader can infer that A. The boy still plans to run. B. The boy wants to earn her trust. C. The boy is still making plans to rob her. D. The boy sits there because it is closer to the door. Number 5, read the following statement from the text. I have done things to which I would not tell you, neither tell God, if you didn't already know. What does this reveal about her character? A. Mrs. Jones hates Roger for trying to steal her pocketbook. B. Miss Jones is a judgmental woman. C. Miss Jones no longer believes in religion or attends church. D. Miss Jones has had struggles in her past. Number 6. Which of the following is a possible theme for the story? A. Be careful what you wish for. B. Older adults are always right. C. Teenagers should not be trusted. D. Everyone deserves a second chance. Number 7. How does the following piece of evidence contribute to the theme of Thank You Ma'am? When they were finished eating, she got up and said, now here, take this $10 and buy yourself some blue suede shoes. And next time, do not make the mistake of latching onto my pocketbook, nor nobody else's, because shoes come by devilish like that will burn your feet. I got to get my rest now, but I wished you would behave yourself, son, from here on in. A. This evidence shows that Miss Jones is warning him not to steal again and lets him leave. Therefore, she has given him another chance to make better choices. B. This evidence shows that Miss Jones is warning him not to steal again and she has taken him to the police station to turn him in. Therefore, he will learn from his mistakes. C. This evidence shows that Miss Jones is giving him $10 to buy his shoes, but she hopes they burn his feet. Therefore, she will get her revenge. Number 8. What is the central idea of the passage? A boy named Roger steals an older woman's pocketbook because he wants some new shoes. B. If you're going to steal from someone, make sure you don't get caught. C. A boy named Roger attempts to steal an older woman's pocketbook, but instead of calling the police, she takes him home and gives him a good meal and a second chance. Number 9. Which evidence proves that Roger is a dynamic character? A. Roger stays the same throughout the story by continuing to make plans to rob Miss Jones. B. Roger is a small character that is not very important to the story. C, Roger causes problems in the story for Mrs. Jones, or D, Roger changes from trying to steal from Miss Jones to trying to help her out by buying her groceries. Determine what the theme is for each story and write the letter of the correct answer. Number 10. Katie Clean invited Messy Missy to her house to work on their biology project, but Katie Clean had no idea what a visit from Messy Missy entailed. First of all, it was raining, and Messy Missy neither bothered to take her boots off nor thoroughly wipe them on the doormat. Then Messy Missy ate a bag of hot chips on Katie Clean's white bedspread without asking. And Messy Missy is a sloppy eater, so hot chip powder got all over this bedspread. Katie Clean tried to be polite and ignore Messy Missy's sloppy behavior, but then Messy Missy threw her chip wrapper on the floor. Offended, Katie Clean pretended that she was sick and asked Messy Missy to leave. The next day, Katie Clean asked the teacher if she could work by herself after explaining her situation. The teacher allowed Katie to work alone. Messy Missy would have finished the assignment by herself, but she spilled grape soda all over the assignment. A, treat others the way you want to be treated. B, don't be greedy. C, if you work hard, you get to play hard. Number 11. Tammy and Sammy were both students in Mr. Morton's reading class. Mr. Morton wasn't too strict about deadlines, and Sammy took advantage of that. He did all of his homework in his other classes, but never bothered to complete Mr. Morton's reading assignments, figuring that he could complete them later. Tammy, on the other hand, completed each assignment that Mr. Morton assigned the night that he assigned it. When the end of the quarter came, Tammy and Sammy had both planned on going to the Enchanted Castle amusement park, but Mr. Morton called Sammy's mother and she grounded Sammy until he turned in all of his work. That weekend was horrible for Sammy. He stayed up until 2 a.m. each night and still could not complete all of the assignments. The whole while, Tammy had a great time eating pizza at Enchanted Castle, watching movies late at night, and enjoying her weekend free of stress and pressure. At the end of the quarter, Sammy was lucky to squeak by with a C- in reading, while Tammy earned an A. What could be the theme of this story? A, treat others the way you want to be treated. B, don't be greedy. Or C, if you work hard, you get to play hard. Number 12. Mr. Pig and Mr. Dog were hanging out at the food court of the animal shopping mall. Mr. Pig was eating a huge feast of pizza and drinking a large jug of fruit punch, and Mr. Dog was watching him eat. Hey, Pig, if you give me a slice of your pizza, I'll let you have the next bone I find. Mr. Pig declined, even though it hurt his stomach to eat the last 3 pieces of pizza. I'm sorry, Mr. Dog, Mr. Pig said, but I paid for this pizza and it's all mine. Mr. Dog sighed and waited for Mr. Pig to finish, and then they left the animal mall together. On the way out, a hunter spotted them and gave chase. Mr. Pig normally could have escaped the hunter, but since he was weighed down by such a large meal, Mr. Pig collapsed and the hunter killed him. Mr. Dog easily escaped. Later that night, while returning to the scene, Mr. Dog caught the scent of something delicious and began digging around a trash can. He found a large ham bone with lots of meat and marrow still stuck to the bone. Mr. Dog happily ate. What is the theme of this story? A, treat others the way you want to be treated. B, don't be greedy. C, if you work hard, you get to play hard. Number 13. In his sophomore year of high school, Michael Jordan tried out for the varsity basketball team at Laney High School in Wilmington, North Carolina. But at 5 feet and 11 inches tall, the coach believed that Jordan was too short to play at that level. So Jordan was cut from the team. Jordan did not let this obstacle defeat him. In fact, it pushed him to work even harder. He trained vigorously and grew another 4 inches the following summer. When he finally made the varsity squad, Jordan averaged 25 points a game and went on to become one of the greatest basketball players in history. What is the theme of this passage? A, treat others the way you want to be treated. B, don't be greedy. C, if you work hard, you get to play hard. D, never give up. Number 14, the ant and the grasshopper. In a field one summer's day, a grasshopper was hopping about, chirping and singing to its heart's content. An ant passed by, bearing along with great toil an ear of corn he was taking to the nest. "Why not come and chat with me?" said the grasshopper, "instead of toiling and moiling in that way." "I'm helping to lay up food for the winter," said the ant, "and recommend you do the same." "Why bother about winter?" said the grasshopper. "We have got plenty of food at present." But the ant went on its way and continued its toil. When the winter came, the grasshopper had no food and found itself dying of hunger, while it saw the ants distributing every day corn and grain from the stores they had collected in the summer. Then the grasshopper knew. The theme of this passage is A, treat others the way you want to be treated. B, don't be greedy. Or C, always be prepared and don't procrastinate. Number 20, read the folk tale about a young boy whose wishes come true, then answer questions 15 through 20. The name of this folk tale is Salt on a Magpie's Tail. Once there was a poor boy who always wished for things. He wished for bundles of money, a horse, a cart, and a knife. But his wishes never came true. One day, when he was wishing aloud, his mother overheard him. "If you sprinkle some salt on the tail of a magpie," she said, "your wish will come true. But wish quickly, while the salt is still on the bird's tail." The boy eagerly filled his pockets with salt and set off to find a magpie. Although he saw many magpies, he was not able to get one to land close to him. Unhappily, he sat down under a tree. "Up here," one magpie called. "Up here in this tree. I am an enchanted prince. You can sprinkle salt on my tail if you buy a knife for me." But the poor boy had no money, so he picked wildflowers and sowed them in town. He finally sowed enough of the wildflowers to buy a knife, and he gave it to the magpie. The magpie looked at the knife, first with one eye and then the other. "This won't do. A prince needs a knife with a golden blade," said the magpie. "I will get one for you," the boy called after the magpie. "Never mind," said the magpie. "What I want now is really a fine cart." "I need a lot of money for a cart," thought the boy. So he used the knife to whittle pieces of wood into toys to sell in the town. Once he had enough money, he bought a cart and gave it to the magpie. "Oh no," said the magpie as he strutted around the cart. "A prince needs a golden coach." Then the magpie flew away. "I will get one for you," called the boy after him. "Never mind," said the magpie. "What I want now is a really fine horse." A horse is expensive, thought the boy, so he worked harder and harder. He whittled more toys and used the cart to deliver wildflowers. Soon he had more carts and more people working for him. Business was booming. He then bought a fine horse and brought it to the magpie. "This will never do," said the magpie. "This horse is gray. A prince needs a golden horse." And he flew away. "I will get one for you," called the boy after the magpie. "Never mind," said the magpie. "What I want now is a bundle of money." The boy worked even harder than before. He used the horse and cart to expand his delivery business, and he made even more money. When the day came to deliver the money, he put on his best suit, took a bundle of money, and drove off in his horse and cart to meet the magpie. The magpie's eyes opened wide as he inspected the money. My, the magpie said. "This will do. Sprinkle away, my boy." The boy then quickly sprinkled salt on the magpie's tail. "Well, what is your wish?" asked the magpie. But the boy had been so busy working that he completely forgot about his wishes. "I don't know what to wish for," said the boy. The magpie chuckled and flipped the salt off of his tail. "Don't be upset," said the magpie. "You now have everything you ever wished for, and you have everything you wanted without ever making a wish." Now it was the boy's turn to chuckle. "You're right. I made all of my wishes come true. Imagine that," said the magpie, and off he flew. Number 15. Why did the boy work so hard? A, to buy the magpie what he wanted. B, to see how rich he could be. C, to make his own dreams come true. Number 16. What is most likely the theme of Salt on a Magpie's Tail? A, wishing is for fools. B, you have to work hard to make your wishes come true. C, don't listen to other people's advice. Number 17. Which detail best supports the answer to question 16? A, but the boy had been so busy working that he completely forgot about his wishes. B, once he had enough money, he bought a cart and gave it to the magpie. C, once there was a poor boy who always wished for things. D, now it was the boy's turn to chuckle. You're right, I made all of my wishes come true. Number 18. Which is the real reason the magpie did not accept the gifts? A, he is a spoiled prince who is used to getting his way. B, he is too picky. C, he is trying to embarrass the boy. Or D, he was teaching the boy a lesson. Number 19. Which of the following statements is most true about the magpie? A, he wants the boy to make all his own wishes come true. B, he never intended to make the boy's wish come true. C, he wants to be turned back into a prince. Number 20. Which statement best describes what the author believes about making wishes? A, making wishes is silly. B, wishes come true if you ask for them. C, instead of making wishes, work hard for what you want.